Hello friends, welcome back. Yep, we got another video for today. Hey, something on the same vein as the Savoy Brown is the Groundhogs. And they're another band that started out in the late 60s. This LP here is from 69, and they went into the early 70s. And I've got a few of their records. This is a BGO. This is a UK press. This is a reissue. I never had this one on the original pressing, but I did get it on the BGO press. And these BGO records from the UK, really nice sounding records. They're already over 20 years old. These reissues here. And this one is Blues Obituary. This is, rock and roll got its roots in the blues. And the Groundhogs at this point, they're still doing a lot of blues music. And so this is, they know where they're headed. They're headed to more of their rock style with the blues influence, of course. So this is strictly like a blues record, and this is the Blues Obituary. This is the last blues record they're going to do. Next up is Thank Christ for the Bomb. This is another BGO reissue. This is on a gatefold sleeve, which I still have it sealed. I used to have a United Artists Press, a Canadian press of this, and I bought the BGO reissue. And I can tell from the sticker on it that I bought this in Canada over at Into the Music when it was over on Osborne Street. Now, Groundhog Split. This is also a BGO reissue. This was one of the really hard Groundhog records to get, and I was never able to get it until it was reissued on the BGO reissue. Really good music. These Groundhog records are really good. Just have to have a little listen to them on YouTube. Now, Who Will Save the World? The Mighty Groundhogs, of course. And this is a really interesting cover. Now this is not a reissue, this is the original. This is from 1972. And it's got these flaps that fold down to give you the whole. And even on the inside we've got the cartoon, the comic about who's going to save the world. And on the inside, here's where the record is. And it's on that United Artists label from 72. Then Hogwash. This is another reissue. This is the BGO reissue. BGO LP 44. And this is on a gatefold. I used to have the original of this on the United Artists label, but I sold it, traded it into a guy actually at a stereo shop. I swapped him some records for some, put it in for some of my stereo stuff. It was interesting, and that was the original that I sold him. He was a younger fella, just getting into records and stereo equipment and all that. And I had a box full of records in my trunk. Said, "Hey, we can work a deal." And this is now from 76, Crosscut Saw. And the original one that I had a bit of ring wear on it and such. So here a few years back, I went on eBay and I got myself a nice sealed copy, an original US press. And then Black Diamond. This is another Groundhogs record from 76. And again, it's on that United Artists label, but now they've got Groundhogs right on the label. Black Diamond Groundhogs. And that's about it. I used to have Groundhog Solid, and that was on the WWA label, and it had a nice textured cover on it, but it didn't make the last purge, I guess. Now we've got some Steppenwolf, and this is, of course, the one everybody knows, is Steppenwolf Live. And of all the years of record collecting, of all the places I went, you know, this is a pretty popular record, but they always have a lot of ring wear on them. They just always had lots of wear. And I was able to, this is probably 5-6 years ago, I bought one. I found a sealed one on eBay, and I got a nice sealed copy. I had a fellow wanting to buy it from me the other day message me. I might sell it to him, because I've got the very best of Steppenwolf. I was able to find this about the same 5-6 years back, and this is on a nice Japanese import on the black MCA rainbow label. And we've got Born to Be Wild, Rock Me, Suki Suki, Hey Lady Mama, Magic Carpet Ride, Monster for Ladies Only, Ride With Me, Screamin' Nighthog. That's one of my favorites right there. It's got all the great Steppenwolf songs on there. That's all I need. Little Japanese insert. And I didn't pay a lot for this record, but you know what? If you go on eBay and you look, and if they have any, it's a rare record now. This very best of Steppenwolf, Japanese pressing, yeah. This guy was giving it away. Everybody else wants the moon for it. I don't know what the deal is, but it's pretty rare, I guess. Now, let's put this one up first. People know what I'm talking about. We've got Love, and this is on that nice about 2012 vinyl Rhino reissue. And it says LPs are cut from the original analog masters. Yeah, that's what I like. They're cut from the analog master. And this is my favorite Love LP right here. And it's on that nice Rhino reissue. Now, you know what? I think Analog Productions has reissued this on a 245 RPM record. That would be really nice to get too. But I've got this, and so I'm happy for now. And this is Love's first LP that they came out with. This is really like a psych LP. Got a cool cover. And it's on the Blue Thumb Records label. The only other band that I remember being on Blue Thumb was the Crusaders. I've got a few of their records that are on the Blue Thumb label. Not a real popular label out there. And this one, or was it the other one? Oh, here. It's still got, on the inner sleeve, it's got the original from the Shrink, the little hype sticker that was on the Shrink. Still got that on there. That's pretty cool. And this is, I don't know exactly if I can see it on here. But it's like 69 or 70, something like that. It's old record. You know, these are from, the Love is not new stuff anyway. It's all old. You know, a lot of trouble with a lot of these older records. They don't never put the year. I have a little saying, it was made before the year was invented, because they just never put the year on a lot of these old records. But it's a good record. Now, some of these songs on here aren't really my style, but there's a few on here that are really great, so I kept it for that. I had a lot of other Love records, but I got rid of them because I'll tell you what, this one is so much better than the other ones for me, that when I want some Love, here I go, I got it. And then I can get a little bit extra love with the other record. Gordon Lightfoot. And this is on a nice, let me look here. Printed in Canada. This is a nice Canadian pressing of the Gordon Lightfoot record. Of course, everybody knows Gordon Lightfoot is from Canada. So it's nice to have a nice original reprise pressing of Gordon Lightfoot. If You Could Read My Mind is on this record. Great song by Gordon Lightfoot. The original Canadian press there, a nice one. Another Gordon Lightfoot record. This is another Canadian pressing. And then look at this one. Sundown. Gordon Lightfoot on a nice Japanese press. And it's on the nice reprise label again, original press. And oh yeah, it's got a little insert in here. It's kind of stuck. I'm trying to find the year again. I never can. I like Gordon Lightfoot. Got some good songs on here. Good sound too, of course, on that Japanese press. Now here's one I don't listen to very often. It's Carole King's Tapestry. This is on a nice pebble cover. Here's the inside of the gatefold. Backside. And this is it's an original. I'm not sure of the label. Well, it says A&M Records of Canada on it. But OD Records Incorporated, I think it's like Pickwick or something. But it's A&M Records. You don't see that label very often. But that's the original. I bought that and it got a nice, and even the insert has got like a pebble finish to it. Got the lyric sheet and everything in there. Song, the music. Nice record. Mint condition. Nice to have it. Now we're getting into more of that rock and Ronnie stuff. JoJo Gunn. I had this, I bought this originally, I think it's from '74. And when I went through the last purge, I got rid of it. It had ring wear nut on it. Now this is a embossed sleeve. You can feel it through the cover. And it's still sealed. I've got one that I bought it in shrink, still sealed. So that's an upgrade, obviously, from the one I had. Now, the same thing with this Tom Rush LP. I had one, I bought it originally. He's got on here, Who Do You Love? And I remember it was on the radio at the time, Who Do You Love? He's got the best version of Who Do You Love, Tom Rush. Have a listen to that. And tell me if you don't remember that song from back in the day, early 70s radio. Because what I used to have the radio station copy. And it had, you know, the stuff on the cover. The sticker on the cover from the radio station. Had a stamp on it, CFRW from Winnipeg. And I got this one now. This one still is in the shrink. On a nice gold Electra label. And it's even got the original Electra inner sleeve. You don't see these too often. And it's still in the shrink. Beautiful. And of course the record's immaculate. And I didn't have to pay much for it too. A lot of people, you know, this is not one of the really more popular records out there. But I tell you what, it is a great record. A lot of great songs on this record. I know a lot of people in the VC kind of like this type of music. And I do. I really like this record. Tom Rush. Okay, here's a reissue that I've got a few years back. Glory. And this is the seller had put this sticker on here. From the late 60s, San Diego, California, heavy rock with a touch of blues. Out of the same scene that produced the Brain Police, original rockadelic issue. So I've still even got it in one of them old Japanese, or it might have come in this sleeve original, it probably did. But it came in this sleeve, I just stuffed it in it. And we have got a little insert in it. And different kind of a label. Glory. On the Air. Blues rock. Good record. One of those ones they reissued from the late 60s because, you know, they were worth so much money and you couldn't find in their rare hen's teeth and all that. So it's probably not reissued in the large numbers either. I was just buying some stuff and then he just had this one too and throw it in the bunch with it. Okay, I do have a Kenny Rogers record. Here it is. My Kenny Rogers record. Of course, this is an old Kenny Rogers record. It's on the Brown Reprise label because it's an original press. Kenny Rogers and the first edition. This is their greatest hits. Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town. Something's Burning. I used to have the 45 of Something's Burning. I love that song. Just Dropped In. Reuben James. Mama's Waiting, I Believe in Music. Yeah, some really good songs on this record. And it's not a record you see a lot of. You don't see a lot of people showing this record. Kenny Rogers and the first edition's greatest hits on a silver foil cover. Pretty cool. And I got Roy Orbison, Mystery Girl. Gotta have that. And Lou Reed. Got some Lou Reed, Walk on the Wild Side. The best of Lou Reed. Got all his more popular stuff on this one. And it sounds good too. It sounds really good. You put Walk on the Wild Side on the stereo, it sounds great. And gotta have some electric prunes for breakfast when you get old. So I got, this is a reissue in 180 gram because I had too much to dream last night. So we've got to get up and have some prunes for breakfast. Donovan's Greatest Hits. Yeah, great record here. It's got a lot of his good stuff. Hurdy Gurdy Man's on here. Mellow Yellow. Sunshine, Superman. Everybody's probably got this record or seen it. Here's my copy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sir. It's not on the yellow Epic. It's just a reissue of Epic on there. Nothing special. And the last one, Mama's and Papa's Greatest Hits. And I got it on the Japanese pressing. And thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video.